Alright, once again, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makar, Kodash. Double hands be unto the apostles and the elders of great millstone. To all the Akims worldwide, I want to say Shalom be unto you. So, in my last video that I made, we were speaking about how Israel was in the wilderness and that they will be complaining, saying that basically Moses will have taken them out of Israel. Let me get that. Numbers chapter 24, verse 9. Actually, not Numbers, but Exodus. So, give me a minute there, Kim. Boom, boom, boom. So you go with Exodus chapter 14, and we'll go with it starts at verse 10. And it says, and when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched against them, and they were so afraid. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord Abashimishai. And they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, thou hast taken us away to die in the wilderness. Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone? And that's the topic that I want to reach at, the complaining Israelites. Because it don't matter what the Lord Abashimishai do to Israel, they always complain. They can never see the goodness that the Lord Abashimishai is doing. They constantly focus on the wrong. I kind of remind me of the Israelite woman as well. Constantly complains of the wrong and can never see the good. So, 2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse 15. You go down to 24. And it said, thus said the Lord Abashimishai, the Almighty Lord Abashimishai. The quails were as a token to you. I gave you tents for your safeguard. Nevertheless, he murmured there. And that's one thing Israel is good at. Murmuring, complaining constantly. And charm not in my name for the destruction of your enemies. But ever to this day do ye yet murmur. Where are the benefits I have done for you? When ye were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did ye not cry unto me here? Because it did cry unto the Lord Abashimishai, as I read before. And even in many times when ye were hungry and thirsty, saying, why hast thou brought us into this wilderness to kill us? It had been better us would serve the Egyptians than to die in this wilderness. Then had I pity upon your mournings, and gave you manna to eat. So ye did eat angels' bread. When ye were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock, and water flow out to your fill? For the heat I covered you with the leaves of the tree. I divide among you a fruitful land. I cast out the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and the Philistines before you. What shall I yet do more for you, said the Lord Abashimishai? Thus said the Almighty Lord Abashimishai, when ye were in the wilderness in the river of the Ammonites, being at thirst and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but cast a tree into the water and make the river sweet. What shall I do unto thee, O Jacob? Thou, Judah, wouldest not obey me. I will turn me to the other nations, and unto those will I give my name, that they may keep my statutes. Seeing he has forsaken me, I will forsake you also. When he desired me to be gracious unto you, I shall not have mercy unto you. Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you. For ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit manslaughter. Ye have not, as it were, forsaken me, but your own selves, said the Lord Yahweh. And Israel has forsaken the Lord Yahweh, and they continue murmuring, they continue complaining. And the Lord will have done so much for Israel in the past and still doing so much for Israel. Even in this time, he will have raised up his prophets again to come out on the streets and the highways and the byways and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, wake up from your ways. But it doesn't matter, Israel is a stiff-necked, hard-headed people. Constantly complain about everything. It reminds me so much of these women and them out here. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 10. Nina murmur ye. We started with Psalm 9. Neither let us tempt Mashiach, as some of them also tempted and will destroy of serpents, and I was in the wilderness. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured and were destroyed of the destroyer, and I was in the wilderness as well, as we were reading before. Now all these things happen unto them for ensamples, and they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Therefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. And these were instances, and it was there for us to understand and fear the Lord Yahweh, that the Lord do not like murmuring. The Lord don't like complaining. Be thankful for the day. Be thankful for what you have. Give praise and glory to the Most High Yahweh in all situations, whether good or bad. Say Tawada, Tawada, Tawada Yahweh, and start constantly murmuring and constantly complaining about when things are not going good for you. Numbers 11 and verse 1. It says, and when the people complain, it displeased the Lord Yahweh, and the Lord Yahweh heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord Yahweh burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto the Lord Yahweh, the fire was quenched. And just like how you people were complaining back then and were burnt up, you people is complaining now. Hey, take heed lest you be burnt up with these nuclear capabilities, Mr. when the time comes about as well. So we see constantly, Israel constantly murmur, and it has been an ongoing thing. And you just know, you just know Israelite, you always complains. You never see the mercy, you never see the good things that the Lord Yahweh do for you. Just to wake up and have a breath of air, just to know this truth, it's with rejoicing. Numbers chapter 14 and verse 29. It says, your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you according to your whole numbers, from 20 years old and upwards, which have murmured against me, doubtless ye shall not come into the land concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save Caleb and the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. But your little ones, ye said, shall be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which ye have despised. And Israel constantly despised, because the Lord Yahweh have a plan for Israel. He have said in the Bible, in the scriptures, he have promised a salvation, promised the kingdom to us. But yet, 2/3 of people don't even want it. 2/3 of people don't even care. They just murmur, there is no God. God don't give me a house, or God don't give me a car. You know? What have God done for me? Hey, you know why? Well, I want to Cedra Borgia, I want for Jesus, I want to Allah, I want to Krishna. Because these gods giving me handouts and house and car. Hey, but your house and car and handouts will destroy the fire of the Most High Basham Shai. Exodus chapter 16 and verse 8. And Moses said, This shall be when the Lord our Hashem shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full. For that the Lord our Hashem shall hate your murmuring, which you murmur against thee. And what are we? Your murmuring, and not against us, but against the Lord our Hashem shall. So when you complain, you don't think the Lord our Hashem shall don't hear you. But overall, the Lord don't like complaining, don't like murmuring. But who will have taught you people the murmuring? The false prophets that you people have to be aware of. Because the false prophets are the ones who are leading you people astray. Beware of the false prophet. You know, with that, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Hashem Ishai, Bashem Mekakadash. And the devil has been to the apostles, and he has a great millstone. To all the Akiams worldwide, I want to say Shalom be unto you. This is the word from the GMS.com saying Shalom, Shalom to the elect, Shalom.